for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh, Kiska!
We are filming this on March 13th, 2025. And a few hours until the blood moon lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
And
It's
it will be
literally tonight.
visible across the entire continent.
Mm-hmm. When this video uploads, it will already be over and done with.
Yeah.
But it's like, tonight, it's closing the curtains. Closing the curtains to my room.
Yeah, there's a lot of... and we've done this in the past as far as different cultures and traditions dealing with lunar eclipses.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the peoples would go out in pots and pans and beat them to bring the moon back.
Try to get rid of the spooks as well.
Well, it was a matter of they thought that the moon was being consumed. I think there was one culture that said thought it was being consumed by a dragon or something.
Ooh.
And then as far as with the blood moon, and there's a lot of different theories on that. Usually as far as biblical.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these things are not necessarily interpreted correctly, but this one does not fall on any kind of appointed time.
No.
Now, in the past, they have. Those were the ones I paid a special, attention to. And as far as the solar eclipses, those.
Those are important.
Uh-huh.
And have been important. But this night, I don't know, this feels...
Heavy.
It feels very heavy. It feels eerie.
Yeah. And it's like I've had this really calm day, and I was very protective of my calm. Of course, I also took my Strattera today, so that helped tremendously.
Yeah.
But, these times are significant. It's something to pay attention to. With the energy of the eclipses, it's not, whatever's going to happen is not necessarily on this night.
Right.
So there's a lot of people, it's like, well, see, nothing happened. And then it's like, no, you're not paying attention. You don't know how it works.
Right.
But there were a tremendous amount of things that happened today. And so we do, as far as word of caution, because we have some people that are unhinged. They're living in society and stuff.
Yeah.
And that there were quite a few conservative podcasters, influencers, whatever the hell you want to call them, as far as being swatted.
Yeah.
Now, that is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure whether they're trying to get that declared as far as domestic terrorism. It should be.
It very much should be domestic terrorism, because, they're literally sending the SWAT team after them, and people have got killed because of that.
Yes. And it's like, as far as police officers, and they're human.
Well, not only, like, for example, H3, he's got swatted so many times, and they just, at this point, like, he knows the people or whatever, and they have a thing on, like, if you get swatted, don't, like, it's not... Just send one cop out, like it's nothing major.
Right.
But someone tried to call CPS on him.
Yeah.
Full on trying to get his kids taken away.
Just because you disagree with somebody's whatever, you don't have to put them at risk. Now, that's an unhinged individual that would do that.
Yeah.
And especially these people that have children.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that one of the guys that works with Alex Jones, I can't think of his name right now, had gotten swatted twice in the same night.
Yeah.
This is not a victimless crime. Because anytime that you are awakened at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and by authorities, and they're screaming at you with a bullhorn, come out with your hands up, they're holding you at gunpoint, and especially if the families have children, that is criminal.
Yes.
Because those people are going to be affected psychologically, and especially kids, that will affect them for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm. It's going to traumatize them.
Yeah.
It traumatizes the whole family.
It does. Because I have worked with people and kids that were held at gunpoint by police before.
Which is like, why would you hold a kid by gunpoint?
Exactly. Over what? So what if they had a meth lab? And it's like, and the kids, they weren't there. These children that are caught in these horrific situations. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, then that's a recipe for one more broken person.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like a couple days ago, someone from InfoWars got killed.
Yeah. And it's not sure whether or not, we don't know. There's not enough information. Apparently, they said that it could have been a carjacking or looked like a carjacking or whatever it was, but...
Either way, they got murdered.
Yeah. Yeah. And that they said that Austin has gotten just ridiculous as far as the amount of crime. Because we are at war. If people have not understood that our nation is at war, then they truly are not paying attention, because the enemy is within.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have judges that put criminals, violent criminals especially, back on the streets so that they can cause more chaos and havoc, that's by design.
Yes.
And everybody's like, oh, these people are stupid. No, they're not stupid. They're evil. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm not going to give them credit enough for just being stupid.
Right.
But there were several, I think there were at least 3 conservative people that I know of that were swatted today. This is planned.
Yeah.
It's organized. And God love him, poor little Elon. To destroy somebody's businesses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That's illegal.
And that there were these idiots. These old idiots. Just because somebody's old does not mean that they are wise. That over there in the UK, one of the Optimus robots, that it was on display, and they decided to go and pour paint or something over it.
Yeah, it was this old couple.
And it's like
that's vandalism.
Yeah, it's vandalism. And you know what? Honest to God, we thought that we had evolved as a species enough to where we no longer had to have like a public square that had stocks. I mean, we're talking as far as the frames where people, their head and their arms went through, and they either stood there for however long that, or sometimes it was their feet and they had to sit there, and that the public could go through and throw rotten tomatoes at them. This is why that was a thing.
Yeah. For people like that. And it's not, it's like, really, I don't, and something has just took over these people.
I think a lot of it is a spell. I really do. Because some of these people, you can look at them and you can see, even there was somebody that was on an airplane that claimed that they had attacked somebody that was out there on the airplane and claimed that they were seeing demons. That's becoming more frequent.
People, there was something that I heard about, like, and it's been a minute, like, it was either last year or the year before that I saw something on TikTok, and they were claiming it was some sort of syndrome, but this dude literally saw people's faces morphing into demons.
Demon face syndrome may be the name of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, the movie They Live. God. And it's like, we want to think, there's always a part of us that's like, please, God, let that be fake.
Yeah.
And that was the one where there was the alien things, and it's like, until they had the glasses and they could put on and they could see the aliens and they could see the subliminal messages that they were giving to the humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's demonic. That's black magic right there.
It is. It is all deception. And it's like when you have people that are elected leaders that are basically calling for violence. And I know that AOC and that, God, what is that? Crockett.
Davy Crockett? I don't know.
No, God, no. Jasmine Crockett, I think is her name. That they had posted a picture of themselves, stick figures, stomping a Republican. Now,
See, if that's not considered a threat.
It is a threat. It is a dog whistle when you've got people like Maxine Waters, and I am going to name names because I owe these people nothing.
Like, it is a threat, but I'm saying, like, if it's not considered a threat, what else could it be?
Exactly. And then when you have that they're wanting to label the phrase Christ is King as hate speech, that's a severe problem. Now, we already know, we can see what's going on over there in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Christ is King.
He is King. There was a placard, but while he was being crucified, there was a placard that said that he was King.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, so this is a matter, and I hate having to make cups of coffee like this. I want to be silly. I want to be jovial. I want to, poke the devil in the eye with each I love you. But it's also a matter of trying to take care of our pirates and just sit there and go, please be cautious. Wherever we're not telling you to live in fear. Have discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Situational awareness, no matter where you go.
Yes. All keep your head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
Head on a swivel. Like, legit, keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings.
Absolutely. And this is a time to be very much sober-minded.
Yeah.
You need your wits about you.
You cannot be smoked up during this time.
No.
You cannot be doing anything else. You can't be drunk. None of that.
Right.
This is not the time to be doing all that
No.
shit. This is a very dangerous time
And
that
prayers.
we're in, and it's scary.
Mm-hmm. Prayers. All the time. But just, like I said, take care of yourselves. We love you guys. We do not want anything to happen to any of our peoples. We don't want bad things to happen to any peoples.
Right.
Do we want people that are doing evil to be held accountable? Yes. Because if you don't, you no longer have society. You have chaos.
Yeah.
You have just, and people's like, oh, I want anarchy. Yeah, you do until you're on the wrong side.
Right. It's like anarchy is not good.
No.
That is total, complete chaos.
Well, it's
That
like
is basically
this.
what they're basically wanting right there when they say, oh, anarchy, we want anarchy. What you're saying is that you want the purge to happen.
Basically. And there are some people that they do want that. To tear down society, to tear down what has taken thousands of years to build up.
Mm-hmm.
To destroy, because that is the agenda of the devil. Steal, kill, and destroy. If you're doing some of that stuff to play part of his agenda, guess what? You're on the wrong side.
Yeah. You're on the side of evil.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like this, and it's like, we don't need no laws. We got da-da-da. There are universal laws.
Mm-hmm.
God has laws.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you had these people, oh, well, it's religion. But they didn't put anything back.
Right.
How does it hurt to tell anybody, don't murder people? Don't steal from people?
Mm-hmm.
And it was something as far as covetousness. People, when you're wanting something that somebody else has, I mean, there's nothing wrong with something going, I'd like to have something. But no, when you want that somebody else has, that they work for it and stuff, that's covetousness.
That was like, what was that? It was in VeggieTales. The king that wanted that kid's specific rubber ducky, even though he had a whole fucking closet of rubber duckies that looked identical.
Yeah.
But
To take from someone else. Right. To take from someone else. It's wrong. So just take care of yourselves. Mm-hmm. This energy is going to be with us a while. And it's, it'll ebb and flow like everything else, but just... there's a time and a place for all things. This is a time and a place just to be cautious. Be smart.
Mm-hmm. What was that Poppy song? I was about to say Pocky. Pocky song. is called Flux. You gotta flux and flow with it.
Yeah.
I'm out of tune, but
Well, it's okay. And it's one of
gotta
those
flux and
that
flow with it.
prayers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everybody needs prayers right now, and it's a matter of asking for mercy.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are doing the bad things, because some of them are just caught up in it. They're blinded. They're deceived.
Mm-hmm.
That means you can't allow somebody, because they are blinded and deceived, to hurt you and yours. No, that is not how that works. And in some areas, it's out there in California, as far as to sit there and go, oh, yeah, that they were wanting to make a law that people could not defend themselves.
What?
I'm not joking. I wish I were joking. It's that absurd. And it's because the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And it's
Mr.
one of those,
Jesus.
I think Mr. Jesus has about had enough.
Literally, it's like, Mr. Jesus, when are you coming back?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's having the paranormal. Oh, I was going to tell you about the shaking thing. It was after we had recorded yesterday's cup. And I have had this phenomenon happen in the past. And as far as it is some kind of weird paranormal supernatural thing, I call it a matter of, it's a supernatural event. That's all I can say. Where full body shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to describe. If somebody looked at it, just like, you're having some kind of a spasm, and it's like, no.
Or they'll look at you like, are you cold or something?
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole body shaking.
Yeah. It's not a pleasant thing to experience.
If you try to stop it, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
But had that last night, it lasted about 30, 45 minutes. I hadn't had anything that extreme for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
You had it too, hadn't you?
I've had it a bunch over the period of my life. It's like, I can remember one of the first times I brought it up to you. We were in the city of food.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't understand what it is. It's like, if I talk about certain things, or if I say certain things, that it will start, then I will start shaking.
Right. Yeah.
And I can tell, it starts from in my chest.
Yeah.
And then goes
spirit.
outward.
See, the spirit. Yeah. It's your heart. It's not your brain. So it's interesting times. Interesting and perilous times.
Yeah.
So, like I said, just take care of yourself. Take care of each other. If you've got people around you that are older or whatever, or vulnerable, take care of them too.
Yeah. Stay prayed up.
Yeah, all the time. You want to tell them where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda COCWS.
Yeah.
You can check me out on there. Oh, it's that alien.
I think we were both kind of, well, I was posting some, but not as much.
Yeah, I didn't start until like after I got the Twitch emote done. That's when I got on X again.
Yeah.
Nobody responded to me as far as the Chell. The
what?
The Chell doll I want to make.
Oh, I think it's because no one knew what to say.
Chell from Portal. It's like, which one and I even put the thing, the screenshot of the character from Portal, like right there. It's like there were two dolls that you had to pick from. Two dolls. No one said anything, and now I'm just stuck here being like, okay, which one? You or you?
It's
you or
okay.
you?
It'll be all right. Nobody had an opinion about it. They're too busy watching people get swatted.
That's true. That is more important.
Yes, it's a matter of just timeliness
Priorities.
on some things also.
Yeah, priorities.
Yes. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.